Hi, today we will work on creating an import format. To start adding leads, you must first create an import format for the data you will be adding to DCDial. This step allows you to map your lead details to the correct DCDial system fields to ensure that your values are transferred accurately. Please see our tutorial video of the import format settings. Here's the CSV file that we'll be using as an example. For this video, we will create an import format for lists to be used in SMS campaigns. Based on our scenario, we would need the following customer's information: account ID, first name, last name, customer's phone number, lead owner, balance, and date of birth. First, I will log in to my DCDial account. Under Administration, go to Setup and click on the Format Builder. Then click on the Create Format, enter your format name, select Import Leads, and for the delimiter, we recommend using Auto. Next, we will choose a file that can serve as a sample for this format. Click on Create. Please be advised that you can use either Excel or CSV files. We arrived at the Format Builder Details page. There are 5 steps to complete. First, let's review the information we entered earlier. Here we skip the splitter field, and we will leave Ignore Header as no, since our sample file contains a header. We will click on Next. In step 2, we will match our sample file's values with the system fields in the DCDial system. We only need to match the relevant values while keeping the remaining fields as no value. In our case, the essential fields are account ID, first name, last name, balance, and date of birth. Now let's choose the data type for each field to indicate how the system should interpret the data. For account ID, we will choose number as the data type. For first name and last name, we will choose text as our data type. For balance, we will choose decimal. And for date of birth, we will choose date. We will map the phone numbers in the next step. Preview your import format at the bottom to ensure you set up the format properly. And then click on Next. In step 3, we will map the phone numbers. The sample list we uploaded is for an SMS broadcast campaign. For this reason, we will choose mobile under phone labels. The DCDial system can only send text messages to numbers with the mobile phone type. Otherwise, sending SMS will fail. You can add as many phone number fields as needed if you have multiple columns for phone numbers. And we'll check our import format preview again. Next, you can map DCDial users to your external CRM system's user accounts. The lead owner is a DCDial user who will be assigned the ownership of the lead record in the DCDial system. This option is helpful when you want to enable the lead owner only dialing in manual campaigns and for the payment-related features. Additionally, you can use the lead owner as your filter criteria when generating payment reports. In the last step, we need to define how DCDial should scrap your list for invalid data and perform a compliance check. I want the system to check my file for duplicate records within the same list. The system will give them a duplicate status. Next, I will check whether the numbers added to DCDial are the valid US and Canadian numbers by valid area code and prefix. In the next field, I specify how DCDial should determine in what time zone the lead is. Let's base it on the area code prefix and zip code. As my default time zone, I will select Eastern Time. Choose if you want to mark toll-free numbers as valid or invalid. And you can enable the mobile phone scrap feature that identifies which numbers in our sample list are mobile phone numbers. Since all numbers in our file are mobile numbers, let's keep this feature disabled. Click Save, and we are ready to go. To see how to upload a list of contacts to DCDial using the import format we just created, see our next video. I hope you learned something new from this video. Check the description below for more how-to videos, and I will see you next time.